Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Mediak podcast. Skylar, guess what I'm doing right now?
Introducing the podcast in the video.
Technically, yes, but I am also doing the new EZA and Dokkan, and I'm also moving the mouse off of the record button so I don't stop it mid-time. And also, right now, I'm playing one of the greatest zombie maps of all time, Zombies in Spaceland, because it is spooky season. And also, I picked this one specifically because it's like in the 80s, and that's when the movie takes place. The movie that we are
Wow.
that we are reviewing today, which is American Psycho.
What a tie-in.
I know, right?
What a tie-in.
Sometimes I impress myself.
All right, you want to get straight into it?
Honestly, yeah.
All right.
So, this was a very spur of the moment thing. So, anyone who is a religious viewer of the Mediac podcast, I just would like to say I apologize for last week, but I don't think many people really minded because it ended up the episodes that came out last week are getting a decent amount of views. But yeah, I must have like made a mistake 2 weeks ago, and I accidentally didn't upload an episode. So I'm sorry about that, but last week you guys got two Scooby Doo episodes on the same day, and the one I was expecting to do better wasn't doing better, and the one that I wasn't expecting to do all that great was doing really good. So that's great. We love
Okay.
that, which is awesome. I had a sneaking suspicion it might be because I put hashtag FNAF because I was playing FNAF 2 in it. But it's definitely because it is classic Scoob. That's definitely the reason.
Yeah, that's it. Just everybody like Scooby.
True. Who doesn't? I love Scooby. But we're not. That's so good. I love that. That's funny. You had the sorry. This is not American Psycho related. We'll get back to the movie eventually. But yeah, you had the Scooby Doo Krispy Kreme donuts. How were those?
They were pretty good. I like the one that had Scooby Doo, like actually on the top was my
Mm-hmm.
favorite, and then it was like it was like a Velma Daphne donut. It was like orange, like orange ice,
Oh
orange
crap!
icing, and then like purple sprinkles on top. That one was also really good.
Nice. I actually are they still around? I want to go try them. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not sure, probably,
I
but
G
I'm
G
not
saw
sure.
oh crap. G saw some people get them over the weekend, and she really wants to try them. So we might be doing that this weekend.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm pretty
But
hyped.
I would say that it's only Krispy Kreme doing it, and the closest Krispy Kreme is like 30 minutes away.
Really? What? Ew.
Hmm
Is it if?
But away
Never
from
mind.
campus, so if you're not on campus, then maybe it's closer.
Well, I'm no. There will not be a convenient time this weekend for me to go to Krispy Kreme, but that's okay.
Okay. There will be. Nick time.
You're right. Scooby Doo is more worth it.
Yeah.
All right, all right, all right, all right. You ready?
American Psycho.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
jump. Let's jump right into it. Okay.
You want to give a basic rundown of the plot?
Oh no, you usually do the rundown of the plot. This is
Yeah,
this is
it's
the
your turn.
Skylar. Okay, so the movie is my bit. I was actually already preparing for this on accident. I was thinking about what I wanted to say because, um, this is like one of those like movies that isn't just like you can interpret shit with it, you know. So like this is like what it is to view American capitalism through the eyes of an insane man. And it's basically like him just kind of going through life because if you notice throughout the movie he says like different things like my parents are divorced and my dad's like the head of the company. So like he grew up very privileged and he now is massively abusing that by going around and killing people. It's pretty
How
cool.
would you say he uses his privilege to kill people?
Uh, well, I mean, you could if you at the see the reason I'm laughing, if for anyone who hasn't seen the movie, is that it's quite obvious, especially by the end of the film, because he literally just calls his lawyer and is just like, "I need help," and the guy's like, "All right," and then just fixes it. It's
Well,
gone the next morning. Everything is gone.
maybe. Unless it was all his
Oh,
imagination.
maybe it was all an imagination. This movie is based off of a book, so I guess if the book will probably have more information about whether or not it was in his head or real. But I'm in the mindset that it is real. Regardless, he is insane.
Yeah, either insanely good at making money because he spends a lot of money at restaurants
Yeah,
throughout this entire
what the
thing. It's
heck
just a
was up with
lot of
that?
money in general.
And a bit of a narcissist.
A bit.
Yeah, dude. I also thought that one thing that I noticed this time around that I didn't notice the last time we watched it. Also, the first time we watched this movie, me and Skylar were living together at that time, and we just so happened to watch the movie for the very first time on the anniversary of the movie coming out. It was a really crazy coincidence, but something I noticed this time around was all of his like politically accurate remarks that he would say to people whenever he was in groups, because the only thing that he wants is to fit in. So he would like say all of the right things at the right moments. And I was like, damn, this is like really funny because he like practiced those lines or like saw it in the news. So now he's like repeating it to all of his friends.
Yeah, and obviously there's his like very, I'd say it's infamous at this point, his morning routine
Yeah. His
that everybody
entire
knows.
monologue at almost every point is so like memed upon. Specifically
Yeah.
the one of the cards whenever they're there, and he's like, "Oh, how did an idiot like you become so tasteful?" And then
Oh,
the
I
thing.
thought you were gonna talk about the one where has his headphones on walking forward,
Yes.
and it's like me at
Oh
the
my
beginning.
god,
Yeah,
I love
I
that
didn't talk about
one.
that one.
That one's so good because it just is a TikTok where you just listen to really good music for a period of time. I saw that meme well before I even saw the movie.
Is there a is there some particular scenes that you thought were like stand out?
Dude, come
Even
on.
among this movie,
Yeah, dude.
in the movie, yeah,
There are so freaking many in this movie, in my
yeah.
opinion.
Was there one above all?
Yes, the first kill with Paul Allen. Sorry, that's not the first kill. The first kill is the homeless man, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and the dog.
yeah. Paul Allen's death is always just like one of the best scenes in cinema. It is so good, and something that's like really interesting with his character is that you can see that whenever he talks about music, it's not just like I guess a form of meditation for him, but it's like how he gets his confidence because he has to do stuff like that, or he goes a little bit crazy because whenever he doesn't at the end of the movie, he just kind of like berserkly kills everyone and things go to shit.
Yeah, I would agree that that scene was one of my favorites in the movie too, because he's like so happy, he's like talking, and then he yells like hey Paul, and then
Yeah,
turns around just
that's
like
it's so
absolutely
good, and
dice
it
it.
makes it better that it's Jared Leto because he's a goblin. Well, he's actually a
Yeah.
vampire man. Get it?
And I
Morbius
mean, they also
reference.
have the Green Goblin
Yes,
in
the
the
Green
movie
Goblin.
too.
Okay, I actually have a really awesome fun fact about that scene. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah,
Okay, so did you know that? Actually, I think I told you this, so you probably do know it. That whenever they did any of the interrogation scenes, they always filmed it 3 different times. They one time they made it so that Willem Dafoe looked like he knew that Patrick Bateman was the murderer. One time that Willem Dafoe looked like he didn't know at all, and then one time that it was ambiguous. And in the editing bay, they would just kind of cut between the 3 moments so that the audience and it looked like to the audience that Patrick Bateman couldn't get a grasp of what William Dafoe was feeling in their interrogations.
I I remember you saying that
Made a mistake.
they filmed it multiple times, but I didn't know the reasoning behind it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a fun editing thing. I damn it, I forgot who directed the movie. I didn't look.
Do
I
you want me
can
to look it real
Yeah,
quick?
do that because I'm a little distracted at the moment.
Yeah. Do you think the animal like murdering scenes were necessary?
Uh, yeah, and like not because no one enjoys seeing that, and it's quite sad. But like 9 times out of 10, if we're dealing with psychopaths, they tortured animals at some point.
I see Mary Herron and Morgan J. Freeman.
They did it together, or head
I
and
see just
assistant.
two.
Okay, that's
Oh,
cool. Awesome.
head and assistant. It says film directed by Mary Herron, who co-wrote.
Cool.
Yeah, Mary Herron, I guess.
Oh
Is
shit, I'm gonna
the
die.
head.
Oh damn.
Wait. in
That's
there.
embarrassing. It's okay. We have to keep it in the podcast. I didn't buy quick revive, so I just downed the first time.
Um,
It's okay. I'm running back it.
I would agree actually. I was like thinking about that before. I was like, I don't know if it would have the same like psychotic impact if he didn't. Like I don't want to see that. I'm being honest. I don't want to see them die.
This is the worst
Like
thing
nobody
ever.
does. Like you said. Yeah, it's awful. Like I'd rather like 15 people die than one animal. But I feel like to like truly understand how like psychotic he was, you needed to see it.
And
You
that's kind
know,
of
you
like
like needed
messed
it
up,
for
but
it.
I don't disagree with what you just said at all because sorry for if you were looking at the webcams of people on the YouTube side of things because I just did a little thingy and it did a little movement. But it goes to something that like a lot of my teachers try to ram in my head is realism, and it just is something that most serial killers and insane people do is they kill and torture animals. It's just sadly a thing that happens.
Yeah, but what about the one scene at the very end of the movie when he is starting to go insane? Whenever he's at the ATM with the cat and the ATM says "Feed me the kitten."
I did like that. That was good stuff. And I liked how like when the granny like called his attention on site, just ended her. It was so
Yeah,
good. Well, okay, well granny killing is not good, but like in the movie it was kind of funny because he just was like, "You're there," pow, ended
yeah.
her.
And then he did it again at the hotel desk.
Yeah, that was funny. Whenever he ran around in the little spinny door and came back and killed the guy, that was funny.
You know what I forgot?
What's up?
Like, well, I forgot about until I rewatched it. Is
Huh?
the amount of like times you see Christian Bale? Is Christian Bale correct?
Yeah, yeah.
In his underwear.
Yeah, no, okay. You see him in his ass, like you see him bare assed a lot. I actually that was
A
one of the things
lot.
I wrote
And you,
down. I'm not gonna lie. I
yeah,
was like,
you see
man, you
him
see this.
without. You see him either with underwear or without anything on for a lot of the movie.
His ass cheeks are basically another character. It's honestly crazy. You see them in the movie
Yeah,
more than most of the characters.
yeah, it is crazy.
No complaints
Like,
though. No, I'm kidding. This is one of the movies that he got
who
ripped
who
for.
appears? Who's one of the characters who appears a ton? That like one chick he picks up off the side of the roads in it for a good bit.
Yeah, until she gets killed by a drop of a chainsaw. I love that scene, by the way, of her trying to escape. Not only because it's a really good scene, but because,
They hinted at it in the
yes,
entire movie.
yes, obviously, and it was like a sorry, I there's actually a main reason why that I like that scene a lot, but I'm gonna go ahead and say like a film thing I liked because whenever he does the first thing, it's meant to appear as though this might be possibly the first time he does it because it's not very thought out and he just kills this random homeless guy on the side of the street. But as the movie goes on, you see that like this is just something he does, and he does it a lot too because that entire house is filled with them. And then whenever he is calling the guy on the phone, he gives off like a shit ton of names. He kills like he jumps around. Well, I guess this could kind of go to the insanity of it. He jumps around in numbers a lot, and seeing that
Yeah, he
scene,
said like 10 to 20 to 40 maybe.
yeah, it was weird, but in a good way. In that scene where he drops the chainsaw, there's a moment where he runs down the hall naked in like a pair of sneakers, and it's just really funny to me. Just him in the
Yeah.
sneakers.
Um, I also like how they made him like super particular about small details. Like he'd be like, use a coaster. Don't do that.
Yeah,
In the cup. Like,
yeah,
yeah, like everything had to be
yeah.
picture perfect around him. And like he was the only one allowed to make a mess. And even when he did, he was like stressed out until it was fixed.
But yeah, yeah, I was just about to say that. I was like, even whenever he made a mess, it wasn't a good thing because, whenever the beginning of the movie where the blood was on the sheets, he was like freaking out about it whenever they didn't fix it right away. So then
Yeah,
the
he
very
started
next
getting
time he
really mad at the
covered
dry
everything.
cleaners. Yeah. He started getting really angry at the dry cleaners for not fixing it right away. And he
Yeah,
tried to push the responsibility off to somebody else.
it's really good. I think this movie is one of the movies that I believe will go down in history as one of the greatest. It also
I could
showcases
definitely
Christian Bale, who is just like a fantastic actor. Apparently, he's like a jerk sometimes, but it's really hard to do. I I've
Are you talking
only
about in the movie or in general? Because
it,
in the movie, he's a jerk a lot of it.
you're correct, Skylar. But
Yeah, being that he killed a ton of people.
I meant in real life. There were some not articles, but like
Reports.
I guess reports that were like he's mean. But a lot of people say that about people who are acting in like very intense roles like this. Like there's that video of Joaquin Phoenix getting upset at someone talking while he's filming Joker. But I always take those with a grain of salt because acting is really hard, and getting into those like very difficult mental spaces is difficult. So whenever people like break your focus, it'll kind of ruin things. So I always take that with a grain of salt because I bet a lot of the time people that are saying that are the people that were interrupting the shoot. But I don't
Yeah, I
know.
mean, that's work for them too. So like you interrupted, they're just there longer,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
sometimes they'd have to redo an entire part. Yeah, I could see like frustration. Like you wouldn't want somebody to interrupt like your like job like right in the middle,
Yeah, I
like
always
right
get a little bit
before the
frustrated
scene.
if I'm editing and someone comes over and tries talking to me.
Yeah, because you want to finish. You
Yeah,
just want to get done.
exactly. Exactly.
Is there a scene in this movie that you did not like or you feel is very unnecessary?
Well, I'm someone that goes by the idea that like nudity is just not needed in movies, and like
I think it was in this one.
it
I
kind
think
of
this is the one
was
case
like
I'm happy about.
I don't know. It was probably just the way that I was raised, but I get like uncomfortable whenever nudity happens in movies, and like I it is necessary in this film though because it's again just something that insane people are like obsessed with, you know,
Yeah,
and
well, it
it
also
really
showed
showed his like
narcissism.
yeah
Like how
exactly.
he genuinely thought he was better than everybody else. Well, he genuinely thought he was better than everybody else around him, and everybody else around him is trash,
Mm,
pretty much.
yeah,
Yeah, and
and
he
and it
didn't
was
care for anybody else.
yeah, and exactly, and it showed that he put that on like the same kind of scale ish as his murders because that's something that he would need to play music to and have to do his whole speech for. It was just an
Yeah,
interesting look into his like character. So yeah, in this movie it fits.
yeah. I mean, again, him like flexing at himself in the
It's
mirror
a classic meme.
is definitely showcasing that he's only looking at himself.
Maybe
And he
maybe
doesn't
just a
care about anything
tiny
else.
bit of a narcissist. Maybe just a tiny bit.
Yeah, there's a tad bit
Yeah,
of it
not a
in there.
lot though. Not a lot.
And then I really like a scene that I think goes like under the radar
Mm-hmm.
is whenever he's with his fiance at the dinner at the end and she starts making
Yeah.
a scene, he gets really angry at her.
Yeah, because that's the breaking of the
Like his like fitting in.
yeah exactly. He's his mental state is like is deteriorating to the point in which he can't even keep up his mask. Oh no, I'm gonna die again.
Yeah. And like
Oh shit.
are able to see
This
that
is not
she's
a good
only doing it
showcase.
to get him to take back what he's saying
Yeah.
because she stops the second he leaves.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, it didn't work. And she was like trying to cry and trying to get people to look so that he wouldn't do it. He's like,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave. And then he just left.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's
it
actually
really did not work.
a W Riz Sigma grind set,
Yeah,
creatine moment.
yeah, I would have to agree. There's not too much more W Riz than that
Yeah,
moment.
exactly. Just
I
straight
mean,
up
maybe the fact
leaving.
that whenever he's like, I think my fiance is having an affair with this person, but it's okay because I'm having
Yeah,
an
he was
affair with
like
my best
because I
friend.
am too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good.
Yeah, and she's like, I bet she doesn't know that I think that she. It's like I think she doesn't know that I know, and I don't care that she thinks that I don't know. Like or something
I
something along those lines.
I love his voiceovers. I think they're hilarious. They're
I
not
love his
supposed to be
narration.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I meant. That his
Oh,
voiceovers.
sorry.
Yeah. But like that shit is just really funny to me. I know it's supposed to show like how insane he is, but I can't
Yeah,
get
I didn't
over
think it was
the
funny. I just really liked it.
yeah, no, it's awesome. The line delivery is incredible and it really
Yeah,
showcases his insanity. But like the memes, man.
the memes are crazy in this movie.
Yeah, there's
Um,
so many.
another like really like I'd say there's like a handful of like intensely important scenes. And one of them is definitely whenever they're going over the business cards and he gets really
Yes.
angry.
I
Somebody below him has a better
love that
card.
scene. I love that scene so
Yeah.
much.
And he gets really angry and he starts sweating because he's so angry.
Yeah.
I think that scene's intensely important.
Yes.
Obviously the first kill scene I think is
Yeah.
intensely important. His first kill is intensely important, and then the lawyer scene at the end, I would say was intensely important.
Well, that and like the entire murder section, that's pretty big
Y
too.
well, yeah, the murder section, but I think, like, I'm trying to, like, chalk up the movie into, like, 4 pieces,
Yeah.
and there's a lot more pieces at the beginning because it's a lot of the setup.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously his first kill to show he's going like, he's crazy, and then the second one his second kill against Paul to show that he's starting to organize them,
Right.
and then the scene with the, cards to show that he's starting to show, like, outward aggression. And then the scene at the end whenever he's, like, freaking out because he did it all and he doesn't know what to do and he's gonna get caught and he can't hide it anymore. Like, I would
Okay.
say, like,
I'm gonna
those
I'm
are, like, the
gonna I'm
spark
gonna I'm gonna
right
give
there.
you I'm gonna take what you said and I'm gonna turn it into a question. Okay, ready?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say, "I'm gonna take what you said and I'm just gonna make it better," and then
No,
just
no.
add, like, one more thing.
No, I'm gonna turn it into a question, okay? You said
Alright.
that those were his first couple. I should get I gotta
Are
make
you gonna
the.
ask if I think he killed more before?
Yeah, I was going to because you said he started to
Yeah, he
organize
did.
it, but if do you go by the idea that he killed more before, or that he is just very insane and we have an unreliable narrator, so we can't trust what
Uh,
we see or hear?
I would say that I think he killed more before the first, um, homeless person because he looked too comfortable doing it. So
Okay,
I'm assuming he's done that a handful of times before.
okay,
Um, However, I think Paul Allen was one of his first
hmm,
couple, um, other ones, and I think the reason I think he's one of the first couple is because the opening scene where he got blood on his suit, he learned, and he put something over top.
right,
So I think he tried it 1 or 2 times before that, and he's still figuring out the waters, and now he found a way that he likes,
right,
and, like, helps us with his mess.
hmm,
So, I think he did it a lot before. I think there is an untrustworthy narrator, but I think it's not that he's untrustworthy, it's just that he's withholding information. Like, he
interesting.
doesn't show you every
Yes,
time because he's the manipulative type, so he wants you to see the, like, "Oh, like, I didn't do this all that often, I'm just kind of insane," not like, "I'm ridiculously insane, and I've
right,
been, like, so meticulous about this for so long." So, I think it's a mix, and I believe he has done the the prostitute threesome kill
hmm,
at least 1 or 2 more times before that. Like, I don't think he has his method entirely figured out yet because that girl almost got away at the end,
right,
but I think he's starting to, like, figure out how,
or
and I feel like it has happened a lot because his lawyer was so good at covering it up, like, the
okay,
second it happened. So
nice.
I think he's had that happen a handful of times before.
I like that interpretation. Now I this is not the interpretation that I have, but I'm going to give another one. Are you
What's
ready?
yours?
What the one I it's something similar to what you have, but
Okay.
this is the one I'm going to say. So what if so we know okay, actually no, I'm going to start off this with a question. It's going to be like a presentation in school. Who is he talking to? Who is he telling this story to? What is this all about? What is this?
I think he's telling it to himself and partly to his lawyer.
Okay. And if he's telling this to his lawyer, what do we know about Patrick Bateman? The only thing that matters to him is his
Is his image.
appearance. Is his appearance.
Yeah.
So like if he just killed a couple prostitutes, that's not going to go down in history as like some mass murderer. But he whenever he called his lawyer, he said I killed 5, maybe 10 people, possibly even more. That that's not true. We didn't see him do that. We don't know about that. What if the entire movie is just not true and he only killed like a handful of okay, a handful of kills is still a lot of kills. But
I
like
believe that he had a ton before. I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't
no,
wanna
you're
lose
good.
my thought.
Yeah.
But so, I believe all the parts that are narrated are the ones that he is telling his lawyer,
Hmm.
because he feels, like, the least confident in getting away with that. Like, Paul Allen, he
Yeah.
was stressed out for a lot of it, and his lawyer knew about the London plan.
Right.
So, because he brought it up immediately and didn't ask about it. So
Right.
he's like, "I already had that. I just had lunch with them." So I feel as though the call is for him and
Hmm.
for the lawyer. Every single narrated kill is one that is, like, leading up to the phone call, like, the large phone call. He's, like, kind of
Yeah.
updating his lawyer. Be like, "Hey, this happened." Or, like, he had, like, a psychotic, like, spurt, and he's like, "I
Yeah.
had to tell my lawyer in case anything happens," or, "I need, like, a cover-up story in case anything happens."
Yeah. I like that
And
interpretation. It's good stuff.
um and I think there's a lot in between, but those are ones that he feels more confident in that like nobody saw, nobody cares, or something like that.
Hmm. I like
But
that.
the one the only reason I think there was one homeless one is because he wasn't wearing
There
anything
were a couple.
that like would like he was like wearing like not distinctive clothing, but he had his face showing. He was holding cash and he was talking out loud a lot more. And he used a gun, right? No, he stabbed him.
Yeah.
Um, and like somebody could have seen it on the side of the road because there's a street lamp,
Yeah.
so somebody could have seen it. So I think that's why it was that because it wasn't like he was like in the middle of nowhere like checking
Right.
around. He just did it. He didn't check.
Right.
So that's what I choose to believe. Paul Allen obviously is a well-known person.
Right.
So obviously, I think his lawyer got told that. And then with the like prostitute ones and some like the girls, there was another witness or the like woman had somebody in
Hmm.
her life already. So he had to make up something,
That's
you
fair.
know?
But like what we just were talking about there is the reason why this movie is so incredible is because we could have this debate on what we think the movie is like, and in all honesty, both of us are correct because we both interpreted the movie into a different way, and it's not due to the movie having a poor story. It's just the story is told in such a way that you could have just two completely different experiences during like watching it.
So what are the differences between my interpretation and yours?
Well, that's not actually how I interpreted the movie, but the interpretation that I said was that he probably didn't kill as many people as it was. It was just him trying to hype himself up to his lawyer so that he like looks cooler as a insane person. You know, because that's
He was
happened
obsessed with
before.
image. He wants to be the best. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a good interpretation.
yeah. That's not what I interpreted it as, but that's
So,
just one of the
so you think
interpretations
the
you could have.
narrator is right, and then he's like misleading the lawyer on the end instead
Yeah,
of like kind of what I was doing, where
yeah.
I said like the phone call at the end was the accurate one, and he's been misleading us the entire time.
Yeah, but like this persona of Patrick Bateman that we see, like everyone thinks he's hype. And that just makes sense because like that's what he wants you to think.
Yeah. At the same time, the only thing that like I would say against yours is that he had a ton of extra bodies that we didn't see him kill.
Well, yeah, but keep in mind that this is if this all is just a telling of a story to his narrator, then a lot of this, most of the stuff that happens in the movie probably doesn't even happen at all. It's just like there to make it more scary and gruesome.
That's true. So you're saying like details in the story are over
Hmm.
are like, oh yeah, like there's like fabricated deaths in there
Yeah,
that we're
exactly,
seeing to like help his lie at the end.
exactly. Yeah. So like, it's I I just think that that interpretation is fun. That's personally not what I think happens in the movie, but it's just a fun thing to think about because it's just one of those movies where you can theorize like that, and it's intentional because the writers made it purposefully ambiguous.
Um, the only like my only like reasoning why I don't think that is because he looks so calm throughout the entire movie until the end, and he's like freaking out. So
Mm-hmm.
I think he's just saying like the honest truth, and he isn't trying to hold it up as image. He's like, I need help, I need help, I need help.
Right.
So, so that's mine because he wasn't freaking out at all before,
Fair,
and
but
I
that
feel
might
like if
just be
he was,
more towards it, you know? Be like,
it
I was
could,
cool,
but
calm, and collected until I wasn't.
yeah. But again, like that kind of reminds me of the like the coaster, like the
Oh yeah, yeah,
coaster
yeah.
Moon Inside, where that's he just has like small like little periods that freak out whenever something doesn't go his way.
Yeah,
And since this is
especially
not going
during
his
that
way, he's
scene because
freaking
that
out.
was right at the end and he was just about to break.
Yeah. So that's my reasoning for thinking that the end is the truth. Or no. Yeah,
I
the
think
end is
I
the truth.
personally think it's real. I think that he didn't kill as many people as he said in the phone call. I think that's a lie, but I do think that everything that we see on screen happens. That's my real interpretation.
All right. You ready to go into ratings?
Yeah, actually, I think my rating is going to be different from yours because I think I might look at this movie higher. in
Maybe.
in quality.
Would you
I
like to
don't
go
know.
first then?
No, I want you to go first because I would like to be shocked.
I think I'm gonna go like. Mm, this is like one of the ones where like I have to go through my scale and I have to think about like, okay, is there stuff I would
How
change
did
or
I get
details I would
speed cola?
add?
When did that happen?
So I think I'm actually gonna go with a 9.
Oh damn, man! I was gonna do that. Never mind. I lied to you. We have the same. We have the same one.
Yeah, because like I don't think there's too much more I would change.
Yeah,
Like I
literally
think there's like
nothing.
maybe a handful, maybe a handful. There might be like 2 or 3 things that I change. I'd like to see like some more outbursts
Mm-hmm.
from him. Um, I'd want to see like uh maybe like a court scene, like the beginning of a court scene
Interesting.
would be cool, I think. Maybe like an outburst in court to like show that he's going insane would be cool, like at the end.
Right.
Um, and then
I like how he gets away with it though, because that's truly what happens in American
I want him to
capitalism.
get away. I want him to get away with it.
Yeah, but I think not even having a court is like kind of good because let's be honest here.
Yeah,
If any like if the CEO of Disney came out right now and he like murdered 20 people, you think he's going to court?
probably not.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what this is. He's a nepotism baby. He's the son of this giant
Corporation.
corporation conglomerate thing. He's not going to. He's not fucking going to prison, let alone a court.
Yeah.
You're not even going to see that on the news.
Well, obviously, but
Yeah.
um, I think well, even with cutting that scene out, because I do agree that I think it's better than maybe there isn't now that like we're talking about it. I
Mm-hmm.
would like to see a handful more outbursts and maybe like another homeless person die, because he seemed to really
Skylar loves
despise the
killing
homeless.
his homeless
That
people.
was his like yeah, like that one and Paul Allen were like his like two
Yeah.
most like personal kills because he used like weapons that he had to like manually attack
Yeah.
other than just like pull the trigger.
Oh, now's
Or
my
or
time.
a chainsaw, I guess.
Now's my time. Yeah. Where'd you
But
get
like the
that?
stabbing one was definitely the most personal because then he like kicked the dog to
Oh
death
shit.
afterward. But I think he really despised the homeless because he questioned him for like
No.
minutes beforehand.
That's true. He said something. That seems difficult to interpret in my opinion because like he said the reason
Yeah,
why he killed him was that he couldn't find anything in common with him, but like that doesn't necessarily line up with the rest of the motives that he's been giving so far. Like I don't think he really ever cared how much they line up. Uh, I think I'm gonna give the movie. I think I'm gonna give the movie a 9 as well. The only problem, well, it wasn't a problem. The only thing that I looked at the movie and I was like, I'm not a big fan of that. Was the secretary's acting was not like crazy, but it was also kind of difficult because she was going up against freaking Christian Bale. So like,
yeah,
of course it's
yeah.
not
He's
gonna
like
look as
head to head
good.
with Christian Bale like the entire
Yeah,
movie.
yeah, exactly. So of course it's not gonna look as
Yeah,
insane as his.
and I think he's like like him and William Dafoe are hands down the best two in
Like
the
some of the
movie
best actors like ever.
ever.
Yeah,
Along like yeah, like outside of just the movie being like easily the 2 best in the movie, like some of the
yeah,
best in the entire industry. So
yeah,
like I didn't expect that, but
yeah. But it's still like a phenomenal movie. It literally went by in a snap.
I don't
I,
know, maybe I would have liked to see more of the secretary. I don't know. I don't know. Like more with her and
I would like to see a scene of him
yeah,
studying. Like, remember how I told you?
conversations.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I would like to see him studying conversations because remember how I said at the beginning of the podcast I really like that there's moments of him saying like very obviously politically correct statements.
Yeah, like at the dinner at
Yeah,
the beginning with like 6 people with the fiance's cousins.
I really want to see more like not more. I want to see scenes of him like reading the newspaper and figuring out that uh whatever
Well,
all the politics
he
that
was
he was
listening to
saying.
that one podcast in the car.
He was listening to music. He was like, I'm trying to listen to the
To the new
new
tape.
thing, but my wife won't shut up.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like he might just be like smart enough to know what the correct
Yeah,
answers are.
that's
He might not
fair.
have to study.
Oh Homie's goated with it.
Mhm.
I hope I
Alright.
hit it. I did it.
Do you have
Did I
are
give a
you
number?
done talking about the movie?
Yeah, I am.
Do you wanna go into the next segment? Do you
We
got some
should we
news?
should review the second American Psycho. I heard it's incredible.
Yeah, I looked at it and it was like 18% on Rotten
Yeah,
Tomato.
it's terrible. Solo
Yeah.
Leveling's anime will be. I'm pausing zombies for right now, so while I do this, I'm sorry. Solo Leveling's anime will be 24 episodes long and will start airing in 2 months. So that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
What other news do I have? So apparently this season finale of Gen V, which is the Boys spinoff, will hand off into the next season of the Boys, and then that season will hand back into season 2 of Gen V. So if you haven't started Gen V, start that. I haven't started Gen V. I'll watch it eventually.
I
Sorry, I'm
haven't either.
speed running the news because I want to get into Jujutsu Kaisen. Um,
Because we got a
so
couple episodes to catch up
yeah,
on.
we do. So apparently Deadpool 3 is getting pushed back, and this is to be expected. They filmed a lot of it before the writers and actors strike. Excuse me, the writers and actor strike started. So like they were like, let's just start working with what we have now. But they're kind of catching up to like they're finishing up working on the stuff that they have now, and that strike isn't over yet. So they can't go back at it yet. So we're just gonna miss. It's just the movie's gonna get pushed back a little bit, but that's completely fine in my opinion. What other news? I think we might be caught up. I think that might be all the news I had. I went to the
I don't think there's been too much since. I mean, Spider-Man came out. That's a big one. Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2 came out, but I'm not gonna play that until Christmas. Probably gonna
I'm
do
not
a
either.
video on that though. Probably gonna do a video on that because I want to do videos every week. I want to do podcasts and then a real video. I wasn't able to do that last week because I got busy, but I'm gonna try to get 2 out this week. I'm gonna try to get FNAF 3, which I already started editing, and I want to put up FNAF 4, which I haven't even recorded yet. So yeah, that's news, I guess, is what I'm working on. I also started working on a project that's going to be coming to Mediak in March.
Yeah, I'm excited to be one of the first views of it.
I just dropped my controller. Yeah, this thing is like, well, I have 4 seconds of it right now, so yeah,
That's all you need.
that's all you need. Live,
Yeah.
laugh, love. Am I right? All right, let's get
Nice.
into some what we watching stuff.
Yeah. I was gonna say let's do that first, so then we can just
Yeah.
go on.
I the only thing that I can specifically recall. Oh no, I lied to you. I started Castlevania, which is very good.
Oh, you watched that already?
The new series, it just came out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's quite good. I enjoy it. The story's going in a different direction than I initially anticipated it would, but like not in a bad way. I like Castlevania. It's a good series. I was really hoping to see Trevor at some point, but I think he's long dead by the time the follow up series starts. So sad. And then before bed, for like about 30 minutes every night, I've been playing Miles Morales because I'm not playing the new one. So I was like, I need to cope somehow because I've
Yeah.
never beat that. So I just keep going back to it. And the Spider-Verse
Yeah.
costume's so awesome.
It is sick. I have yet to beat that. Like, there's still like a handful of games that I need to beat before I'm gonna let myself buy another one. Like, I want to go through and beat Elden Ring.
Oh
I
yeah,
think again, 'cause I don't remember if I did or not. So I'm like, I'm just gonna say I didn't, and I'm gonna go through and do it.
valid.
And then like I want to beat. I need to beat some more of the Nintendo games that I got, like Diamond, Shining Pearl because I don't have Diamond.
Right.
And just get all of those done for a little bit. I think there's like another game or two in there, but I'm blanking. And then I actually have Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, like the base, and I haven't even
Yeah.
started it yet.
You haven't
So
started
I need
it?
no. 'Cause I've
Kakarot is
been
the ultimate way to experience Dragon Ball Z.
and then yeah, I know I need to go through and I need to do it. I just haven't had time.
That's fair.
And then there's like there's like 3 games that I'm forgetting because I
Ooh, that's
remember
what I
there's like a lot.
wanted.
But I've been reading One Piece. I'm trying to make it a goal to read 1 chapter a day at least, so then I'm still outdoing what he is putting up. So I will catch up. So that's my current goal. So I'm
That's a good
on
way to look at it.
Yeah, because he does one every 7 days. So if I read
Yeah.
seven in 7 days, then I'm like six closer every end of the week.
I actually think he's doing it monthly now. So you have even
Um,
more.
I just
Oh
checked.
shit.
I
Wait, let me go back
actually just
again.
checked it, and it says the next chapter is coming out in 7 days.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
So it might be soon, but yes, there is 6 days until the new chapter.
Nice.
So I am on. I don't think I'm actually on 60 yet. I think I might be on like 159.
That's so hype.
Uh, no, I am on 160. I'm starting 160. So I'm having a ton of fun. I just met Ace, Luffy's brother,
Oh,
little
hell
brother,
yeah.
with the flame fruit, and him taking out all of the boats was a really cool manga panel, I thought.
Yeah, Ace is dope.
And I like how he's smarter. I'm not
Is
gonna
he?
lie. He's like Luffy. Oh, from what I've seen, he is.
Yeah. Yeah, he,
Yeah,
he he
I haven't
uses
seen
bigger
too much.
words.
Yeah, he uses bigger words, and he is like tracking down Blackbeard, who
Yeah.
he's been hinted at a handful of times now because I've been paying attention to
Yeah.
that because obviously I know him from Jump Force, but
Yeah.
uh I'm excited to see him. But I think, ooh, what's my favorite fruit at the moment? The one I really really like is Bon Clay, correct? With
Yeah,
the
I love
clone
Bon
fruit.
Clay,
I
yeah.
think that one is a ridiculously good fruit.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, just, like, being able to perfectly copy and remember, like, who you copy is insane,
It's
and
kind
you
of
can fight them
overpowered.
all perfectly. It kind of is. Um, so I think that one is, and I think
Oh shit.
is the ship that he's on the Merry-Go, is that the ship I'm on right now, or no?
Luffy?
I
Going
forget the ship
Mary.
now. Yeah. What is
The
it?
Going Mary.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, so everybody on the ship, Luffy's entire crew, tied things on their arm that he wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So I was like, that's actually a smart idea that they're prepping beforehand.
Yeah, it's good
But
stuff.
yeah, I'm actually really enjoying it right now. I'm like like they got to Alabasta and now they are going to the desert part. So I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. I was talking to Caden about it. I was like, I don't think if Gear 5 never came out, I don't think I would have started it
Hmm.
ever. But since I saw, like, I spoiled like the look of Gear 5 for myself. I don't know anything else about it because I saw it and I was like, okay, I need to see that. And then I started getting. But I'm glad I started it because, well, I'm glad and I'm annoyed that I started it. I'm annoyed because all the people who were like, "Oh my god, just do One Piece. It's actually good. Just do One Piece. It's actually good," and they were
They're
so
right.
annoying about it. Were
Yeah.
right, yes.
Yeah.
And now I'm the annoying one.
That's what
I
I am.
became what I hated.
That's what I
Yes,
was like, bro.
I became what I hated. So,
And I'm the most
but
annoying
um,
motherfucker ever now.
but I'm actually having a really good time with it, and
Yeah.
I talk with Zoe about it a lot, and he's like, "Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one," and
So
like that.
smooth.
So, another I finished. Well, me and Lily finished Ozark.
Hell
Um,
yes, guy.
we both agreed that the ending was very, very underwhelming.
That makes sense.
Yeah, like the episode before, like I knew it was gonna be underwhelming from the episode before. The episode before didn't feel like it was getting ready to wrap up. It felt like it was in the middle of something, and then they ended in the middle of something,
Mm.
and it's not coming out with anything else. So, very underwhelming. The first two seasons were very good. The next two were kind of,
Mid to bad.
yeah. I think the late season is probably the worst. I don't know. Just a ton of characters act in ways that I don't think they would. A ton of things are like not like done off. I feel like they forget about some characters until like certain parts. They randomly bring back characters with like essentially like no purpose. A lot of the time, like there's a ton of references between the past and the future.
Mm.
Well, not the past and future, the past and present that don't exactly align too well, and it kind of gets confusing when some stuff happened. The clearest ones are whenever a character comes back from like the dead, quote unquote, and
What?
it's like it's not like come back from the dead like they're alive and acting in it. It's like their spirit memory with the person who lost them.
Ah, okay.
Um,
I think I get
which
that.
it's only happened to a character named Ruth. Like she was really close with her cousin, and he got murdered like right in front of her face.
Hate to see that.
So
Happens though.
yeah, yeah. Actually, everybody around her died. Like her boyfriend died, her cousin died, her dad died, her uncle died and her uncle's friend died, and then she has one cousin now who's
I mean,
alive. And
you
that's
win
it.
some, you lose some. Don't be a
She lost a
baby.
lot, gained a little. Um, and then obviously still watching regular show, keeping up with that. Um, about to start my pick. I finally selected what the show was after narrowing it down between the One Piece live action, the Adventure Time, and what was the last one? It was some anime. I forget. Um, After one of those, I picked Adventure Time to be the
Yeah,
one that
I
me
had a
and Lily
feeling
go
you were
through.
going to say that.
Yeah, it was really close to the One Piece live action because I really want to watch that, and
Why did I do
especially
that?
now that like it's rumored to get like a ton of more seasons.
Yeah.
I think it'll be so fun. But I think that's something that she would not enjoy, so that might be something I do on my own. But
Shit.
um, yeah, and then the only other thing I've been watching is Jujutsu Kaisen. And speaking of,
Yeah!
what do you think of those last two
Dude,
episodes?
oh my god, I am the happiest guy on this entire planet. I was eating very
Uh,
good this week. It made me very happy. So for anyone who didn't watch the James Gunn Scooby Doo episodes, I did not watch last week's episode, the one with Nanami, because I was going home for my brother's birthday, and me and G weren't able to watch it together, and we watch the show together always. And this weekend we were getting together for the penitentiary, so we watched both of the episodes, and they freaking slapped. We are gonna watch one at night and then the next one the following morning. But after we finished the episode and we like ended it with the cliffhanger of Chozo and Itadori being there, we were like, all right, well, I guess we
all right,
have to now.
yeah,
It was so fucking
yeah,
great, man.
it
I've
was
rewatched both those
so
scenes a lot. This season,
is actually like one of the best I've ever seen in any
yeah,
like anime.
I was talking with Chandler. By the way, Chandler says hi. Uh,
Awesome,
I was
yes,
talking with
bye.
Chandler about it yesterday. This season is on pace to being like one of the best anime seasons of all time.
How does it compare to obviously trying to keep as little bias and as little spoilers out as possible? How does it compare to Marine 4?
I think. All right. Okay. So
I feel like that's like a good one because you hyped
this is
that one
gonna
up a
be really
ton.
funny on the YouTube side of things because I just paused my game. Marine Ford is complicated, but this is like one of those things that it's shocking me more than I anticipated it would because this is season 2, so I wasn't expecting any big twisties and turnies. But there's big twisties and turnies, and they're happening, and it's shocking to me. And I really want to say that this is like on the same level, but like it's so difficult because like Marine Ford is such a like One Piece begins there, and that feeling whenever that happens, it is like unmatched in the anime mythos or existence, and it's hard to talk about those two in the same light. But this is definitely like in competition as long as the last like 13 episodes are good.
Is there 13 left? I believe we only have 8.
We have 8. There was a lot. I knew there was like
I
a
think
decent
we're
amount.
on. I think there's 17, and I think we this week would be 9.
Mm.
I
Mm.
forget because I was talking with Caden about what he's gonna do after JJK finishes for a little bit because obviously they're not gonna go straight into another season. They're gonna
No,
do a
it's gonna
couple
be like
years.
2 years. Yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, Caden, what are you gonna do in that time? He's like, honestly, I might just catch up on the manga. He's like, I can't stop.
I'm not
He's
gonna
like, I
do that.
randomly
I can't.
I might, but I guess we'll see. Like it depends on One Piece, and obviously I want to get caught up to that. So whenever that stops, I'm gonna have so much more time, and One Piece is gonna be grinded. So
Well,
your
Dragon
mom's
Ball's
only in the
coming
lead for
out.
now. Your mom's only in the lead for
True.
now. Just
Yeah.
wait until, yeah, wait until I have free time, and then she's gonna be toast.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like want to get caught up on that. The new chapter of Dragon Ball came out, and I think it's like the
Oh, I
last
haven't
one
read
for the
that yet.
movie. But
Really? What? It's in Beast?
I think it's right before.
Oh, okay. I was like, you're shitting me. I can't believe they're there already.
I didn't read the new chapter yet.
The
The
only
chapters
thing,
are 45-ish pages, so it covers a lot.
the last thing I read was Gamma 1, no, Gamma 2 attacking Piccolo. But I
I
also
think I
haven't been up to date. I don't think.
oh, I don't know what chapter you're on, but
I don't
the
remember.
last thing I saw was attacking Cellmax.
Yeah, I haven't even seen
I mean,
Cell
obviously,
Max
you know
yet.
what
Actually,
happens
that's a
because you've
lie.
seen
I've
the
seen
movie.
Cell Max. Yeah, I don't care. I was shocked because I guess it's just been a minute. I've lost track of
Well,
time.
they only release like once a month, so
Yeah.
you might be fine. Like, yeah, the last one was September 20th. So if you read it by September 20th, we're on the same pace.
Yeah. Oh shit, bro!
So
Someone's shooting at me.
yeah, so I think that you're probably like right around where it is, and I
I
think
think I'm
Beast
one
is going to come
behind.
out in this one. I think you might be, but I think Beast is about to come out, so
Okay.
I'm kind of looking forward to that because I think it's just done better in the manga, just because I think all those mini arcs would have been better beforehand,
Yeah.
obviously, but they didn't do that.
Well,
But
yeah.
yeah, but I think it just makes the overall like it makes a lot more sense,
I just miss
which
Dragon
is
Ball, man. Like I wish that we're
Daima.
not. Yeah, I wish we're not getting that.
Yeah. Caden was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna watch that. And I was
I'm
like,
gonna watch
I'm gonna
it.
see he's like, I'm gonna see how the first couple go, and if it's really bad, then I'm just gonna pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah. I guess that's just how you do it. That's just what
Um
GT is.
oh, back to JJK though, because we
Yes.
kind of got off track. Um
Bro,
I genuinely
Mappa
think that fight
loves
between
just
Chozo and
making people
Itadori,
sexy. Sorry.
only men. Only
Yes.
men.
They no, I disagree. Mei was pretty sexy at the beginning of that episode, the way that she was walking with her hips.
I don't know.
I
I
don't
feel
know if
like
I'm
what
weird for
that was
that.
compared to I
I
feel
might be
like
weird for that.
um I think the Mei like exaggerated thing was not even nearly as close as what they did to Nanami. They
Oh
straight up
yeah, I
tripled his muscle mass
yeah,
for no reason.
I agree like with all
Yeah,
of
so
my
like they
heart
definitely
as a
like
Nanami
I
lover.
I think they just upgraded everything and made everybody look better, but the men got like another step up.
True. That episode just
Yeah,
was so what's the word for it? I guess that just
outstanding.
episode is very sexy.
Yeah, with Nanami or the
Yeah.
one, yeah, Nanami, I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, both of them. I thought both of them were pretty sexy.
What did you think about
Dude, whenever he
Nobara's
like
brain
lifted up
getting
her hair, I
blinded?
mean his hair, that was like
Yeah, but
crazy.
ponytail.
Yeah.
Yeah, and in the manga, he lifted up by the scalp.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He lifts it up
Damn,
by the
Matt.
scalp in the manga, and then and then he's also like still skinny in that one. And the anime was just like, nah, and then just tripled him and picked him up by the ponytail and just made
Yeah.
him the most vicious
Dude,
and delicious man on the show.
Mappa is so horny. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Damn.
but
No
I think overall my
complaints. No
favorite thing is
complaints.
I think the overall best I don't know. I really like the scene where Chozo instantly sees Itadori and instantly
Dude,
starts getting
on
ready. That
site,
is so
yeah,
sick and movement. Yeah, like actually on site. And
is
then
the definition of it.
yeah, I thought that Chozo versus Itadori fight was absolutely god
Oh
tier.
my god, it was fucking
Like I
immaculate.
genuinely think I don't know if I don't know if there's another fight in the show that I was like that I think looks better. Like
See
maybe
that's
like content wise it might be. There are some that are better, but like straight looks wise, I don't know. That was like some of the best animation I've seen in like a very, very, very long time.
I think it's very hard to top Toto and Itadori versus Hanami. And I also really think Gojo I think there's a lot of charm in the fact of how fast Gojo beats up the other guys. I but yeah, the fact it was just the entire episode was their fight, and it was brutal. It was intense. It was insane. Great stuff.
It really was. I really expected Itadori to win.
Yeah, I
I
mean he's the
really
main
did.
character. I assumed he was going to.
Well, not even that. They made it like multiple that he's like suited for all, but he has like a lack of combat experience. And I was like,
Yeah,
okay, Itadori like fought like a good bit, and he fights like close up, and like I guess Chozo's main attacks are like long range. So I was like, he's kind of like outmatched in this. If Itadori gets close, and Itadori's like unhuman, like ungodly fast,
yeah,
so I feel like he might be able to. And then Chozo literally did not look like he had lack of combat experience.
yeah.
He was
At
like
all,
going
he
toe to
was
toe
going
with
fine.
Itadori at close range. Yeah, it did not matter. And then obviously the arm chop scene was
Dude, that was brutal.
insane. That caught me off guard so
Yeah, I
bad.
was not expecting that. Well, like one of the things that really for sure for me that Itadori was gonna win was in Mecha Mario was like there's a 15 no he said there's a 10% chance of this working, and I'm like That's like the anime thing. You hear, oh,
Yeah,
there's
that's
like
what I
a
was like.
0.0% chance of this working. I'm like, oh, that means there's a 100% chance that he's going to win this.
Yeah, and then he lost. So
Yeah,
like it
it
was
was
kind of
crazy.
realistic. Like he was gonna win, and then like obviously uh Chozo hardened part of
Yeah.
his skin and
Yeah, and
won.
then Mappa decided to make him show his entire like body.
Yeah.
I I was gonna say
That was
a
also
phrase that I
awesome.
don't even know if it's like YouTube allowed.
Yeah.
It's not like
It,
offensive, but like I don't know if it's like. Never mind. I'm just gonna shut
but
up. Map is
yeah,
so
they're
horny. It's infecting my brain.
yeah, Mappa's actually showing off like all their characters as much
Yeah,
as they can. And I saw someone say that Mappa with like basically Jujutsu Kaisen is embarrassing every other new gen anime around because
kinda.
it is
Yeah,
just so much better in every single aspect.
yeah. It's really
Yeah.
insane. Well, I mean, I think Bleach looks incredible. If people actually watched the new season, I think they would see that it also looks like about the same level.
Yeah,
Not
well, I'm not
better.
talking
Definitely not better. The
about
Jujutsu Kaisen looks better, but like
I
it's
mean, at the same time, Bleach is a new gen.
true. I yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Um, but like I was like the main argument because I was talking to Lily about this, and I was like, I think like the only one that like I like the only characteristic or trait I guess that I would be like, okay, maybe somebody else has it was Demon Slayer with animation during fights.
Hmm.
And I was like, okay, they might have it there. But after
But
that,
they
I was like,
use
not even,
so
not
much
even.
gross CG though.
They do. And it doesn't matter anymore because I don't think it's important anymore. Because
Yeah,
like
it
the second
isn't.
Hanami, like the second this like arc started, I was like, ah, well, they lost it.
Yeah,
Like they don't have it anymore.
yeah. Jujutsu
Yeah,
Kaisen
I'm
has
not
that
even
down
like
pat.
not even like the Shibuya district. I mean like hidden inventory.
Yeah, this
Like even
season's
that is
incredible.
something. Yeah.
Well, like people are
Like
already putting Toji versus Gojo in like top anime fight lists of all time, and it's like completely warranted too.
yeah. That I mean,
I didn't mean to
that
hit
one's
that.
crazy. I like how Chozo versus Itadori was mainly hand to hand.
That was good stuff.
It reminded me a lot of Kakashi versus Obito.
Yeah, me too.
Just like
I
in
actually one of the first thoughts I had was that that might have been finally upstaged.
yeah, yeah, that was my thought exactly. Like whenever they're doing like the more fast pace, and it was like
Yeah,
the not like worse animation, but it was like motion animation,
yeah,
and like it wasn't like absolutely perfect every single frame, and it was like a lot of it was like motion, so you saw like portions of like you know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah,
I
like
get
that.
you.
I was like, okay, that reminds me a lot of Kakashi versus Obito, and then it kept going, and I was like, ah, this might be just better.
And they
This
did
might just
like
be the updated one.
yeah, they did some interesting camera movements, like that moment where you're looking at them fight through a mirror, and then Chozo breaks the mirror, so then you're like back into the normal fight through looking at it normally. That moment was so fucking sick, and then Itadori like coming through the water. How are they fucking animating this? I'm like, this shit is hard to do like IRL, and you're just animating it. This is insane.
Yeah, they actually had somebody there, and it's all CG.
Yeah, definitely.
That might
That's
actually
definitely
happen.
what it is. The most
Um,
insane rotoscoping the world has ever seen.
I really like the one where he like grabs onto like one of the things and like flings around
Yeah.
it, or whenever he like boots Chozo through like
Yeah.
5 doors. Like it's insane. Like what?
I was just about to bring that up actually. Actually, that moment where he kicks him through the wall. It's so fucking sick. Well, the stalls. Oh my god, yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
That's just like it. And I want to bring it back around the Nanami cuz like that was like one of the hardest moments in anything. After I saw that, I really want to like make something that's like mocking that because him just walking up to that guy and going, "What is the number and location of your allies?" and just keep repeating that, and he just is refusing to let this guy get in any words, and he's just not taking any damage. It was so cool.
Like the split second where they show like his like crit thing
Yeah,
in it
whenever he
is
punches him
so
the first
incredibly
time.
sick.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so good, man. And then he did the freaking Hunter x Hunter like rock Kenpo or
Yeah.
whatever the heck it was. That was
Yeah, I know
sick.
what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, what are your predictions for the next episode? What do you think's gonna go down?
Fucking nothing. I have no clue. I have no idea what the like why did Chozo what is that? G was
I
freaking out. She was like we definitely are missing something. And I'm like, I promise you, no matter what we look and look frame by frame, we are not going to be able to figure out what the hell happened to Chozo's brain right there until next episode.
Yeah. I mean, I have like some like theories
Yes,
about what
sir.
I think happened. I think it's like Sukuna doing something because he didn't want to die, and like he
Maybe.
he made a miss on purpose. Like I don't think it's gonna have a next episode. I mean, obviously, have not read ahead in the manga, so I'm only caught up on what has happened in the show, and I'm making theories off the show. So if I'm correct, it's not because I knew; it's because I just guessed it. I guess, which I highly doubt I will. I'm so like genuinely have no idea what's gonna happen anymore.
Yeah, it's
So,
pretty
like
crazy.
I think I have a better chance of just saying random stuff, like asking like Google to just say random verbs and have it be closer than what I could guess.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know. My thought was that like Sukuna like put like an image in his mind, made him miss, and then Itadori is going to get like quote unquote saved and brought back, and then like to the like where they're healing everyone, and then he's gonna go there and he's gonna kill all the doctors. That was like my original thought. It was like that's what I think happened, but I genuinely do not know.
I don't know if the thing I'm confused about is whether or not Chozo. Obviously I feel as though Chozo. Actually, I don't know. Are there two of them? Oh, there's two of them. That's not very fun. That's not very cash money. 0W. No, it's actually L. L Riz. But
Grim.
yeah, very grim. But shit. Where am I going with this? I whenever the episode ended, I actually didn't watch the post credit scene at first. And I just was like, oh, Chozo's gonna revive him, but what if the girls do, or what's the plan here? No idea. I don't know if Chozo is going to be a good guy now, or if he's just going to protect only Itadori but still attack Itadori's friends. Like what is the goal here? What's going on? Also,
I think,
Nobara is
like,
weaker than I expected. I thought she was gonna be at least on the same level as Nanami, but Nanami kind of was the goat.
Yeah, it kind of showed how big of a gap there is between
Yeah.
the different grades.
Yeah.
But so I think that Chozo is gonna pretend like he's like still like super confused about it, so he's like gonna fight, but he's not gonna go all out, but he's gonna fight, and then like he's not gonna save him, but he's not gonna hurt him more.
Yeah.
He's like kind of like super confused.
I want him to
About,
say
like,
I love you. I want him to say I love you. I want him to heal Itadori, give him a kiss on the forehead, and say I love you.
But I'm trying to think of like what is gonna happen next episode. I feel like it's gonna be Megami. I don't think it's gonna be Itadori.
Yeah, I mean, we have to find out what the fuck is up with Toji. That demon is just on the field, and he's just there.
Yeah.
It's like having Messi like on the court, but I'm sorry, on the field, but then just the camera not following him at all.
Yeah, or it's like seeing a, or it's like going to a Chiefs game and seeing a touchdown and not panning to instantly to Taylor Swift.
Dude, can you shut up for a minute about that? Sorry, never mind. Skylar's the biggest Swiftie there is.
Facts. I listen to all their albums. I'm a top
Sure.
1% listener. And then it's gonna be so funny if people don't know that's a joke. But I feel like the next episode is gonna be Megami versus Toji. I think
he's gonna
because
die.
I see it in the opening. At least that's what I think it is. I think I see it in the opening, so I think it's coming.
Interesting.
And then, but I could also see like Mahito seeing Itadori right away, and then Todo coming and trying to like save him too.
No, I think that's gonna interact different. I think Todo is going to interact with Mahito first, and then Itadori, because Itadori is like he's the win condition for Mahito. You know?
I thought he was on the same team where he was like kill him, and Jogo's the only one that's not.
Correct, but the only one that can like properly fight against Mahito is Itadori.
Yeah.
So that's why I was saying that Itadori is the win condition. Well, I know that, but I think Todo is just gonna see Mahito.
Oh, maybe.
And then they're gonna get into a little scuffle, and then Itadori is gonna have to come in and save Todo.
I don't know about coming in and save. It's probably gonna be he's gonna
join together so they can fight.
Yeah, because Itadori and Mahito is on site.
Yeah.
But I feel like it. I also want to know what happens to Nanami's like prodigy student.
He's probably dead, if we're gonna be honest. Actually, no. They said he wasn't dead. Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to. Megami's trying to take him back.
Yeah.
So that's why I think he's gonna get stopped by Toji.
Yeah, probably. Toji throws a rock at him and it pierces through at sonic
He
speeds.
flashed at the grandma. That's what he did the first
Yeah, that was
thing.
crazy. They should have
That's
put the
so-
sound in.
I don't know.
I
I think
still
it might
think
be
they
fine.
put-
I think it's fine without the sound.
I know that, but I would have freaked out if they put the sound in. They probably don't have the
yeah.
rights to the sound.
They definitely don't. But
I don't even know if
does
that's a
it
thing.
like who's gonna tell them? Well, actually, a lot of people could tell them no because they're like, "Oh my god, that's the thing from Jujutsu Kaisen."
Yeah, I'm running out of fucking ammo.
Um,
That's not very good. We're also well, actually, no, we're not running out of time technically. We could
Do
talk
you-
for as long as we want, but
Do
we're
you
over
think
an hour.
do you think Gojo gets unsealed in this
No.
arc?
Why?
I'm starting to think he might.
I
Let's talk about it too much.
I don't think he is. I think he's gonna be in there for a while.
Do you think Yuta comes in during this arc?
Yes, I think he comes in like in 2 episodes. I think he's gonna be in soon. That's at least I have a strong suspicion he's going to be in soon.
Inumaki could also be in the next episode if Chozo's running out and he might instantly see Inumaki
That was weird.
fighting all those ones on the outside.
YouTube people, you guys see that? That shit was weird. But yeah, I think whoa, it's doing it again. That's weird. Yeah, but Inumaki is probably gonna be popping up soon. He's just right outside the door. He honestly,
Yeah.
what if he just like looks at Itadori and says heal?
I don't know what would happen.
Yeah,
I don't
what
know
would
how,
happen?
like, really. Yeah, like what if he just looked at somebody like,
Don't
I
die.
don't know.
Just
Like, yeah, like, don't
causes
die.
immortality.
Yeah, or like he's like doesn't affect you or something like that, and it's
Infinite
invincible.
cursed energy.
Invincible. Like what happens if he just starts doing, like, something
Gojo.
like that?
He just looks at
Yeah, what if he looks at Gojo and says unsealed? Like what happens?
he looks at Itadori and says infinity, and then he just becomes like Gojo 2.0, but with the physical strength. Insane shit. Damn, man, I don't wanna. I'm doing good in zombies. I don't want to die.
What if he just looked at like Toji and goes
Dead.
slow?
Oh,
Like slow, and he's just
Weak.
not strong anymore. Yeah. Like
this is a sad day.
Like-
Toji doesn't have his little baby. You know, the little baby demon that he keeps inside of his tummy?
yeah, because technically, brain curse has it.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Theoretically.
because I
Maybe.
think Gedo used all of the curses he had at that time to attack Yuta. So I think
Yeah,
that was in that.
might have been.
Yeah, you're right. Man, I love zombies. You ready to end it? What are we doing? What are we doing next episode? That was a dumb question. I know what we're doing next episode. We're going over motherfucking FNAF. Man, I'm excited for that. Expect that next Thursday. I mean, unless it's bad, then I'm not excited for it. But under the
think I'm
assumption
gonna
that it's good, huh?
I didn't buy my tickets yet, but I'm hoping just to see it over the weekend.
You
I think I
could
should be-
probably just. You're not super excited about it, are you?
Eh.
Okay, then watch it on
whatever.
Peacock. It's dual releasing.
Oh, is it gonna be free or am I gonna have to pay for it?
Well, if you have Peacock, then it's free.
W.
Okay, yeah, just do that then. You're good.
Awesome. I didn't know it was done like that. I thought I was
Yeah.
gonna go to the theater.
Now you're good.
That is a major W.
Yes, I agree. All right, Skylar, do you have your quarrels out for the week?
Yeah.
I do too. All right, I'm gonna end my game of zombies now. If you guys want to support me, go subscribe and watch more stuff on YouTube. I just posted a physics video, and I have other videos coming out.
Trees, volleyballs, and rainbows.
No, but yeah. Yeah. Where's my mouse? Sorry. Where's my mouse? I can't end the podcast. Oh no. Where is it? All right. All right. We'll see you guys next week with a review of FNAF and probably more zombies. All right, bye.
Yeah.